Hello and welcome to the Paltalk tutorial. If you're new to Paltalk, this is a quick and easy way to get familiar with what the program has to offer. Paltalk is at its heart an internet chat program. Internet chat programs let you chat privately with people you already know. Paltalk certainly does that, but Paltalk also provides a way to meet new people from all over the world in a fun, safe, and entertaining way. This tutorial will show you how. First, let's get familiar with the main Paltalk window. When you register to Paltalk, you choose a nickname. A nickname is the name that other people will know you as on the program. You can see here that I have chosen the name BadSteve43 for myself. No two people on Paltalk have the same exact nickname, and since there are many millions of users registered to the service, you will see that people often add a number onto the back of the name as I have in order to make it unique. This area here is the buddy list. It shows you which of your buddies are currently logged on to Paltalk. On Paltalk, we refer to buddies as pals, so this buddy list area is also referred to as the pal list. Under the pals label is everyone that you know that is online right now. Here at the bottom, we see, for example, that Birdwatcher is offline. We can send text messages to offline users, and they will receive them the next time they log in. Text chatting has been around for a number of years, so there's a good chance you're already familiar with the concept. Many people refer to text chat as IM, IM meaning instant message. On Paltalk, we call it Super IM. We added the super because on Paltalk, you can take a simple text conversation between two people and do so much more. Let's see how. Let's start a text chat to Santa's Little Helper. We do this by simply double-clicking on the name Santa's Little Helper in the buddy list. If you prefer, you can also right-click on the nickname and choose Start Super IM from the menu that appears. You see here a new IM window opens up. You type in the bottom window a text message you wish to send, and then hit Enter. And your pal responds, and the conversation is recorded in the upper window. This is pretty standard fare and is how regular text chat works. Let's take a closer look at the top of this window. This area here is called the film strip. Everyone in a Super IM conversation has a slot on the film strip. Your slot is always the one on the far right. The other person in the conversation is always on the far left. A Super IM conversation can have as many as 10 people in it. If you want to add additional people to the conversation, you can either press the invite button here, or you can simply go to the buddy list and drag and drop their name from the buddy list onto the Super IM window like this. I won't actually add a third person right now because I like to concentrate on teaching you the basics of what you can do in a one-on-one conversation first. In our Super IM example, we see a picture for ourselves and a picture for our pal, Santa's Little Helper. But how did those pictures get there? When you first join Paltalk, there is no picture for you, and we suggest one of the very first things you do is add one. I'll remove my picture to show you what the slot looks like when you have no picture. There are several ways to add a picture quickly. Under the drop-down here, and off the main container here, you will find several ways to do this. You can capture a still from a webcam if you have one, or you can choose a picture file from somewhere on your computer's hard disk. I've got a bunch of pictures downloaded from my digital camera already on my hard disk. So another way to set your display picture, and the one which I'll demonstrate here, is to use Windows Explorer to find a picture file, and then just drag and drop it onto your empty video slot, either in the main container or in the Super IM. Like this. You can see that the picture has been updated both in the main container and in all your Super IMs. If I want to talk to my pal instead of just typing to them, I can simply press the Add Audio button here. When I do this, my Super IM conversation to Santa's Little Helper gets audio enabled, meaning we can talk to each other as if we were on a telephone. When I first press the Add Audio button, notice that your pal's initial state is muted. This is normal. Your pal is notified that you audio-enabled the conversation, and they accept your invitation to talk by unmuting themselves. You will see a text message in the text area whenever someone mutes or unmutes themselves, and the muted message here is removed. The default and most natural way to have a conversation is using the talking mode we call voice activated. You don't have to press anything to talk in this mode, you just talk like you would into a speakerphone. You can interrupt one another and you can even talk at the same time. You will see a green border around the person's picture when they are talking. Now in a one-on-one conversation, you pretty much know who is talking without the need for the green border. After all, it's either you or the other person. But when you realize that you can just as easily talk to 2, 3, or more people as easily as you can talk to one, you will come to appreciate the green talking border more and more. What about live video? Instead of using a picture in your film strip as your placeholder, you can just as easily send live video from your webcam. To do this, you simply click the Start My Webcam menu item underneath the Video Options drop-down. Your picture will be replaced with a live feed from your webcam. There are some other great things you could do with SuperIM. Want to transfer a file to your friend? Simply drag and drop a file from a Windows Explorer window onto the SuperIM window and you're done. Let me show you how. Now simply press the Send File button on the confirmation dialog box and the file will actually be sent to your pal. One really neat feature that is similar to file transfer that I won't demonstrate now, but that I'd like to make you aware of, is something called screen capture and transfer. Ever wish your buddy could see a portion of your desktop right then and there? Well, now they can. When you press the screen capture button here, a semi-transparent window is launched. You move and resize the semi-transparent window onto the portion of your desktop you want to capture, and follow the simple directions on that window to effect the capture and transfer to your pal. It is very similar to file transfer, but instead of receiving a file, your pal will immediately see the portion of your desktop you just captured. This lesson is nearly done, but before we go, I just wanted to point out a couple of additional fun features you should know about. This button here allows you to insert fun emoticons into your text. The button right next door to the emoticon button is something we call a nudge. Let's say you send an IM to a friend and they don't respond. You can press the nudge button to get their attention. Your IM window on their side will gyrate around and an attention-getting sound is played. It's fun, but you won't want to overdo it. Lastly, there is a Games button. How cool would it be to be able to play a game with someone across the internet and be able to see and talk to them while you're playing the game? Well, once you're comfortable with the basics of SuperIM, press the Games button and you'll see how easy it is to do. Well, that concludes this tutorial lesson. I hope you found it helpful. In this lesson, we covered the basics of the main Paltalk window and many of the fun things that can be done with SuperIM. Join me in the next lesson where we'll explore Paltalk chat rooms and see how easy it is to meet new people and make new friends around the corner or around the world. That's it for now, and I hope to see you on Paltalk.